हाय गाइस, आज एक ऐसी महिला बाइकर की कहानी आपको उन्हीं की जुबानी सुनाता हूं। उन्होंने पिछले 3 सालों में इटली से भारत तक की यात्रा की है, जिसमें उन्होंने 35 देशों को क्रॉस किया है और लगभग 1,40,000 किलोमीटर ट्रेवल किया है। और सबसे अद्भुत बात यह है कि वो पिछले 3 सालों में किसी भी होटल में नहीं रुकी हैं, क्योंकि वो होम इज एवरीवेयर में यकीन रखती हैं। इनका इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल है हेलीबाइकर और इनका नाम है एलिना।
How much do you travel in a day on an average?
It's not, I don't have a plan, you know. It's just like sometimes, like, look, today I drove 250 only, 5 hours, 4.5 hours. I was planning actually today to go another place, Bikaner or something. It was like 10 hours. Depends. Sometimes I stay 1 week, I don't drive or I don't move, I stay in a place. But I prefer every time to drive before the dark. To manage my driving, to stop before the dark, no? So I don't like to start very early in the morning, so around 5-6 hours like this, the average, let's say.
And you don't have a fixed plan?
No, nothing.
Means like you
I
come to
don't know where I will go
Jaipur.
tomorrow. I don't know where next. From here, I don't know where I will go. I have to decide now.
Or do you keep anything in mind like before coming to India that this much time I am going to stay in India?
They keep in mind, not me. The visa and everything, you know. My mind is free. But now I have a limitation. I have visa limitation.
And
So
how
now
long you have been traveling?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
And from which country?
So I'm a Romanian, based in Italy. So I started my journey from Italy 3 years ago, from Milan. So I did the Balkan countries, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Montenegro, all those Balkan countries. Then I reached Romania, Moldavia, Bulgaria, Greece. From Greece I entered Turkey, and from Turkey I entered Middle East. I exit Europe. I entered Middle East by sea, entered to Lebanon, and then I did all the Arab countries. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Saudi Arabia. Corona started when I reached Saudi Arabia and I got stuck there for about more than 1 year. And I just roamed around because the country was open inside but the borders were closed. So I just roamed around everywhere in that country. And then when it opened, I continued UAE, Oman, Yemen. Then I came back. I finished the Gulf countries, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and then Iraq. I exited the Arab countries, Iran, and then I entered the real Asia. From Iran I entered Pakistan, and from Pakistan here I am in India. It's been about 2 weeks and a half like this since I'm in India.
So what inspired you to do this? Like you are away from your country from last 3 years, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm home away from home, I call it, no? Because one of my most important mottos is that home is everywhere. So this is how I discovered traveling. I was going around with my motorcycle just to learn how to drive it. It arrived just by chance in my life, without any plan that I would travel or something. You know, I just needed this bike in my life. That's all. So I was going around, and every time I was feeling that my place was on the road, my home was on the road, in the middle of people and exploring new places, and especially without planning anything, just going like this and letting their life to happen, you know, like here and now was what I was living in those moments. And every time when I was going back home was always harder. I was like, I don't belong anymore to this house, to this walls, my place is on the road. So every time was deeper and deeper this thing, and I was like, listen, I found something, my dimension, I found something better than what I have now. Why should I not follow it, you know? And the circumstances were favorable in that moment to do it. So I said, okay, my place is there, let's go there.
And how was your experience like?
How was the experience? It wasn't like, now I can't see myself doing something else. This is what I can say now after 3 years. Because for me it's not just an adventure or just a journey, it's a new life, it's a lifestyle that I choose to have. Now I choose to live my life like this on the road, nomadic, from place to place, as long as I feel to do it.
What are the challenges you faced?
So I was expecting to have more when you start this type of life. You expect to have more struggling, but actually it was everything so smooth and everything was so good, and I never had any danger. I never had any important challenge. Okay, it's minor things with the motorcycle, bad roads, floods, or I don't. So paperwork maybe sometimes to handle with visa. Otherwise, not important challenge.
And how do you manage your finances?
So I started with a budget, initial budget, with my savings, selling around my car and everything. And then with the plan that I will work when I will finish my budget. I will just stop and work and live my life. I work here, go there, I work there. So this was the initial plan, and then my initial budget lasted me more than I expected actually. And I just spend only on essential things, but not because I want to, I need to save money, just because I don't have other needs. My needs are different in this moment. So then meantime I get some projects around, some collaborations, some small things that make me keep going without having to stop for work, but soon I have to stop for work somehow. So yeah, the idea is that you always find a way, because it's my life. I don't have a gun pointed on my head that you have to do this, you have to do this. Nobody is forcing me to do it. When I will finish my budget, I know to do many things. I'm able to do many things. So there are opportunities everywhere. I can just stop, continue, remake my budget, continue, and like this.
And how much do you think this budget will last for how many days?
I don't know, but very short, I think, if nothing happens in between. Because all the time when my budget was about to finish, something showed up, without, this I joke, I found out that less I focus on this, smoother it is.
In every country you found good people around.
Everywhere I found good people, and always I say that I'm focused on the good side of the world, because nowadays, there is so much focus on bad, on the world is going bad. There's so many things are happening around, and people are highlighting this. That I was like, my priority is to highlight the good side. Let them do it. This doesn't mean that they don't exist, the bad side, but my priority is to focus on the good side. So the particularity of my journey is that I'm doing the world tour without hotels. So it's been 3 years now since I'm traveling, and I never stayed in a hotel. Everywhere I go, I'm hosted by locals, or I camp. If I want to enjoy a remote place, nature, I just camp, or I go with friends to camp around. Behind this idea, it's this metaphoric thought that I have, that I want to create a universal network of souls. So when I look back of all these people I met and all these people I connected with, I feel that it's a kind of network with all these dots connected in between. So this is the biggest challenge for me. It's a big challenge. Until now, everything went very smooth. I never had to, very rarely actually, I had to ask people to host me, because every time I was invited somehow by friends of friends of friends of friends, and bikers community, and the artist community, and all other hobbies that I have. I'm into paragliding community, people in social media, or just randomly people that I met on the road. We start to talk, and they invite me to their place, and then it creates such a beautiful connection and relationship, and I just go for it. So this is the beauty of being alone on the road, not having plans, because you are open to everything that happens,
Your experience in one line.
I always say, I have some taglines, some mottos that I always say, that home is everywhere. Another one is that says, I create the kind of world in which I live. And that also, go where you are loved and love where you go. There are so many places. The world is so big, as I said. the world is so big, so there are so many people and places that are there ready to welcome you, to love you. So it's not worth it to stay in places where you are not welcomed or loved, or So, and when you receive, automatically you will give back. So go where you are loved and love where you go. So these are the main essence of the way I'm traveling, and every day I go forward. It confirms me all this philosophy of life. Every meeting, every place new that I discover confirms me that yes, it is like this, and this motivates me to keep going.